Again, we're going to use the same pattern as on the top of the page, but now we're really in fraction hell. And also, if it's subtraction, then that means that b is a negative value. And I did pick, I picked what I saw as the hardest problem on this quiz question. So I just kept asking for more versions till I saw the worst one possible. Hopefully I didn't miss another problem even worse than this. All right, so starting out with a combination of 6 and 0, and we take our a to the 6th power, a combination of 6 and 1, and the power on a goes down by 1. Now, on the last problem, I actually wrote the subtraction. Here, I'm just going to save some time. And our b actually shows up to the 1st power. I think I'm going to need a lot of room. So I'm counting down with the first two terms. Counting down. Try that again. See, I have to stop and check this right in the middle. So the exponent on x over 2 is 6, 5, 4, 3. Counting down on that one, and I'm counting up with the b. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, and my x's go away, and I am left. So I'm just looking for y's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew something was wrong because it had to be that my very last one better be the same exponent as is in the combination. Okay, so simplifying, which is not very simple. The combination 6, 0 is 1. So for that first term, I get x to the 6th. 2 to the 6th power is 64. All right, next term, the combination of 6, 1 will just give me 6. And I get x to the 5th power, double check, yeah, over 2 to the 5th power, which is 32. And then I get negative y over 3 plus the combination 6, 2 gives 15. I'm going to run into the previous line if I'm not careful. So I get 15, and I get x to the 4th over 2 to the 4th power, which is 16. And then I get negative y squared. Okay, so I'm squaring it. It's going to go positive. So I get y squared over 3 squared, which is 9. Make sure that looks like a y. Plus 6, the combination 6, 3 is 20. And I get x to the third over 2 to the third, which is 8. And I get a negative y to the third over 3 to the third, which is 27. And now I am working on x squared. So the combination of 6, 4 gives 15 again. And I get x squared over 2 squared, which is 4. And y is to the 4th power, so it's going to go positive. Y to the 4th over 3 to the 4th, which is 81. Almost there. Working on x to the 1st power, which is the combination 6, 5. That's just going to give me a 6. X over 2. And then y is to the 5th power, so it's going to stay negative. And 3 to the 5th power gives me 243. And then my last term is the combination 6 over 6, which is just 1. And y is to the 6th power, so the y goes positive. And 3 to the 6th power is, of all things, 729. Okay, I'm going to simplify this on the next step and be done. I found that on the quiz software, it is easier to enter the fractions first and then the variables. So I'm going to write them that way. So 1 over 64, x to the 6th power. All right, so now I've got some multiplication and some dividing to do. And I like reducing, so it looks like my next term is going to be minus 1 over 16 x to the 5th y. Now, because I have a negative in b, my signs of my terms are going to alternate from positive to negative. I'm just noting that because I really don't want to mess around with it too much. Again, some reducing here. Sorry, that's a 5. And it looks like I'll get plus 5, 3 times 16 is 48, x to the 4th, y squared. And reducing here, 4 goes into 8 twice, goes into 25 times. So 5 over 2 times 27, which is 54. X to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. And 3 goes into 81 27 times. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So when I do my multiplication, I get 3. All right, I'm going to stop the video. I got an error somewhere. All right, now the only error I can find, I think my math is correct, is that term should be negative. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. All right, continuing on, I think all my multiplication's correct. Let me know if you find an error. I get positive, and now I'm working on my x squared term. And it looks like I get 5 and 4 times 27, so I get 5 over 108. X squared y to the 4th. And minus, yep, that'll turn into a minus. Oh, what can I reduce here? 3 will go into 243, 81 times. 3 goes into 6 twice. And then that'll reduce. And it looks like that all reduces to 1 over 81 x y to the 5th and plus y to the 6th over 729. Wow, that was, I can't say that was fun. All right, done with this video.